As a fat kid growing up and weighing just about 250 pounds, being skinny and being fit was something that I always dreamed of. I always looked at my classmates who were skinny and fit, kind of with a sense of hatred and jealousy towards them. I thought to myself, why can I not just be like them? Why am I not normal like them? I was disgusted with myself until at the age of 13, I made the biggest decision of my life, and that was to finally start losing weight, start eating junk food, and working out more consistently. And as a result of this, in the span of 4 months, I lost over 100 pounds. And at my lowest, I weighed just about 150 pounds. This decision completely changed my life. People treated me differently. People would talk to me a lot more. I was more social. I felt like I was a new person, both physically and mentally. I felt amazing. It kind of gave me like a sense of pride that I finally accomplished something that I thought to be impossible to do. My name is Yahir. I help young men through self-improvement and weight loss journey. When going through an extreme weight loss journey, you have to take into account many things like macros, calories, routines, all these things that become so confusing and very complicated to do. But in today's video, I'm gonna show you a simple way that you can lose weight that is not so complicated and very easy to understand. Have you ever heard the term slow and steady wins the race? You might have heard this at school, at work, pretty much everywhere where you need to accomplish a task. The same applies with weight loss. When losing weight, a lot of people are eager to see results in just a matter of a couple weeks, but that's not how it works. Weight loss and fat loss is extremely slow. It can take months or even years to actually accomplish, so you have to be patient with this thing. So going head first into a boxing session or going head first into an intense weightlifting session is not the way to go. You have to start out slow. And first, you need to get your body moving, but slowly. You do this with the simplest form of exercise that even my little cousin can do, and that is walking. According to some studies, walking 10,000 steps a day at a moderate pace can help you lose up to 300 to 500 calories a day. That is 2 glazed donuts that you burn off. It might not seem much, but I guarantee you, 2 glazed donuts is a lot you burn off. But you don't have to do 10,000 steps just yet. You can do 30 up to an hour walks daily. It's not much to see progress right now, but that's not what we're worried about right now. We're worried about building confidence and getting the blood flow into our cardiovascular system. And that will allow us to make the next step forward, and that is to finally start going to the gym. Yes, it might seem this whole expensive thing, this intimidating thing, but you need to go to the gym. It has such a high ROI onto your health, your money, and your time. And the great thing about this, when you're first starting out at the gym, you don't have to do a lot. You could just go on a treadmill, do an hour walk, then you can leave and fuck off. It's simple as that. Like I said, we're not here to see progress just yet. We're here to become comfortable with the environment and the people around us. Because if we don't build up this foundation of confidence, we're gonna become demotivated and we're just gonna end up quitting ultimately. So go to the gym for 1 hour, stay on the treadmill, then leave and fuck off. And I know there's gonna be people out there saying that they're scared that someone's gonna say something to them, or they're scared of someone's focus on them. Let me give you this tip and this advice. No one gives a shit about you. Not anyone in the gym gives a shit about you. More than likely, they're focused on themselves, on their own workouts, and their own music. Don't focus on that. Instead, focus on yourself. And let me tell you this, most of the guys at the gym, they're probably staring at the thick blonde girl doing her squats at the squat rack. They're not likely to be focused on you. After you have completed this, the next step forward is to start lifting weights. One of the biggest mistakes I made throughout my weight loss journey was to not lift weights. And when I lost weight, this kind of gave me a sense of an anorexic, skinny fat look that was not very attractive or very pleasing to the sight. I thought to myself, cardio will help me build muscle, but I was totally wrong. So if you want that aesthetic look that everyone craves for, you need to start lifting weights. And to start out with weights, you need a weekly split or weekly routine. There's a lot out there like bro split, like arms, upper body, all that. But the basic, and the one I suggest, is the basic one that everyone does: push, pull, legs. If you don't know what that is, let me break it down for you. Let's say you start up with push days. You might start your push days on Mondays and Thursdays. And on your push days, you're gonna be focused on muscle groups that activate through a pushing motion. And those muscles are your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. And now for your pull days. Let's say you work on your pull days on Tuesdays and Fridays. And on your pull days, you're gonna work on muscles that activate through a pulling motion. And these muscles are your back, your biceps, and your rear delts. And for your leg days, well, it's legs. But in addition to that, you need to work on your abs. I make a whole separate video on how to do the workouts and the routines, so look for that in the future. Like I said earlier, you need to start out small. And when you start out with lifting weights, you need to start out at a lower weight. Because if you don't, you risk yourself for injury and looking like a dumbass ego lifter at the gym. So we need to start out small at a lighter weight. And yes, it's gonna hurt your ego. You're gonna want to go straight head on onto the 300-pound squat rack or something like that. But don't do that. You're gonna risk yourself for injury. And once you've gone through this motion over and over again, and the weights are starting to feel lighter and lighter as you do more of it, and then you're doing 12 to 15 reps for 4 sets, then you can move on to the next heavier weight. This is what we call progressive overload. Now you got your training and your routine down, but there's one thing that if you miss, you're not gonna see progress or any results no matter what you do, and that is your diet. Ask yourself, would a Ferrari use a lower grade gasoline or higher grade gasoline? Obviously, a higher grade gasoline because it needs that for its best performance. It is the same with your body. Your body needs high-grade organic foods for its best performance. You might be saying to yourself, what are these organic foods? These foods are the same ones that our ancestors ate. And these foods are healthy meats like chicken, ribeye, New York steak, lean beef, and healthy proteins like eggs. And for carbs, white rice, boiled rice, or some potatoes. Then healthy berries like strawberries, blueberries, and healthy fats like grass-fed butter or avocados. These foods are all essential for your best performance. But more importantly, you need to focus on your protein intake. If you don't know what your protein intake is right now, it is easy to calculate. And you do this by getting your body weight and multiplying that by 1 gram of protein. So let's say you weigh 200 pounds, you multiply that by 1 gram of protein, and you get 200 grams of protein. In addition to this, you need to be in a caloric deficit. If you don't know what a caloric deficit is, it's pretty much eating less what you're supposed to eat, what you're supposed to maintain at. So you need to eat less calories than at your caloric maintenance. And an easy way to find your caloric maintenance is getting your body weight and multiplying that by 15. Or for a better estimation, you can use websites online that will help you give you a better estimation. I'll leave a link below for some of those calculator websites. The suggested and recommended caloric deficit to build muscle and lose fat at the same time is between 300 and 500 calories. Let's say you got your caloric maintenance right now. That is, let's say, 3,000 calories. To lose fat and maintain muscle, or sometimes even gain muscle, you need to eat between 300 or 500 less than that. So you're gonna eat either between 2,500 or 2,700. And you need to do this daily. You cannot miss out. And you can track your calories through apps like MyFitnessPal or any other apps on the App Store. However, you can put all this into action, but nothing will work out if you're not consistent or disciplined. You need to be going to the gym either 5 times a week or 6 times a week. You need to be doing this a lot. Believe in yourself that you can do it, because belief can move mountains. That's exactly what my 13-year-old self did. He believed and he did it. So if he could believe he can do it, then you can do it. And also, and most importantly, have faith in God and the Lord Jesus Christ. Have faith in them that they will lead you in the right direction. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you on that grind.